Boom. We are back.
Indeed, we are. Now we have iNTACT versus Team 1. Our first of two Brazilian sides competing today in Winners League. And team that, despite making a roster change recently with IDK going back to Brazil and BLD coming to North America, Team 1 has been making a lot of waves recently. They've been finding their form and starting to show promise once again.
Yeah.
Things got a little rough after the roster change, but they've found their groove.
They have found their groove. T1 is looking actually kind of spicy, and iNTACT, I can say the same about them as well. I mean, they're number one in their leagues and in other places, so they're definitely top of the echelon. They're ready for that next step, and this is a good time to prove it. See how it goes. Team 1 on the CT side, iNTACT on the T side. Barton for the first peek, but that's a lot of T players to spot in the window. Barton gets eliminated instantly, and iNTACT have now found themselves some sort of passage towards the A site.
That one's kind of hard to win no matter who you are. When you see 5 players staring back at you, doesn't matter if they have Glocks or Bisons, you're probably going to lose that duel in the end. Maluki and TRK, though, answer back, even though Carson's got his way into pit and the bomb's going down on site. Maluki's popped out, and there goes Austin. Carson falls as well. Maluki having himself a round, and TRK follows up with a second of his own. What a fantastic comeback from Team 1. TRK and Maluki doing it all. And that is flawless.
I mean, you lose your first player, you do not expect the other 4 players to win out without losing a single body. That's impressive.
It really is, and it shows the caliber of players that are on Team 1 as well. iNTACT, no slouches. Guys like Carson, Opportunity, Reality.
Can't forget,
so many good
young
players
Retro.
No, you really can't. Or even Austin, for that matter. So, I mean, all things considered, it's a pretty star-studded matchup. A lot of experience, a lot of good skill on these players. So we should be seeing more of those just high-caliber plays from both sides. Even Bit himself has been looking really good lately. Really aiming really well, playing really well. So I'm actually going to be expecting Bit to play extremely well and play a huge role in Team 1's victory. Not just as the in-game leader, but as a fragger.
Right, yeah. I almost empathize with Bit. I feel like he's gotten the harshest of criticism in the Brazilian region. No mercy for young Bit.
It's a chunky nade by Bit as well. Speak of the devil. It's Carson's down to half HP. TRK, he spotted the first. That's a good flashbang, Roy. That's a good first kill.
That's a good first kill. He's going to look for the second one as well, but it seems like iNTACT knows a little better. They've already fallen off, and the bomb seems to already be going back towards the B site, so that might be a redirection here. Only problem is, Boggs, with bracket still established for Team 1, you'd have some sort of inkling it's going to be B here.
Yeah, indeed they should, with Barton and Bit holding down the B side as well. It's not going to be an easy take for iNTACT. Their utility down to just one smoke grenade, which will presumably go towards CT if they decide to commit. But another smoke used by Team 1 to delay the push is a fantastic play. Their utility usage definitely amazing. I mean, look at how much time is left. 35 seconds. That smoke is not faded yet. It should fade around 28, I would say. Smoke goes in CT, though, and the hand has been forced. Bit comes in with 2. Barton left to defend the site. One more of his own, and he should be able to clean things up with a double. Both the B players, Bit and Barton, lock things down. That's a clean round by Team 1 Esports, barely taking any damage. The utility usage on B, though, really forced iNTACT to get aggressive and go through a smoke grenade, which did not favor them. They pushed before their smoke popped in CT as well, which allowed Bit to get those kills.
But the fun and games are over, Boggs. Time for the weapons, the big boys to come out. Weapons are available here for iNTACT as he looked to rest towards Banana. Bit might actually get caught off guard right here, and young Retro will capitalize off Bit being a little bit unsuspecting. But now the gap in the smoke right here, this might give confidence for that to come through, but I think they might just settle for the man advantage. An instant rotate's already made its way here in Maluk.
Yeah, he's going to throw a nade in. That should do a decent amount of damage. I missed. Never really tell where nades are going through smokes. Only does 6 to opportunity. I could have done a little more. Bomb seems to be heading towards this A. Utility being thrown as well. Retro and opportunity might just be human decoys as for now on the B side. However, no. It seems iNTACT are going to be heading back towards B. They've already established a foothold. Although Maluki has made his way over with the M4, the only rifle for the CT side. Barton has a Molotov. He has a nade as well. There it goes. Molotov's out. Nade goes in. Retro's escaped. He's found his demise. Opportunity half blind with Carson coming in as well, getting both the B players down for the count. TRK's answered back with one, but still the man advantage sits with iNTACT. Smoke to wall off coffins. Don't think they'll expect this push through though. The flashbang's perfect. However, Reality has answered from Banana, leaving BLD, the latest and most recent member of Team 1 Esports, in a 1v3. He goes down without a fight, and iNTACT win the first gun round, though it was kind of a bonus round for Team 1 Esports, given the fact that they only had one rifle, the rest were SMGs. But I don't think Team 1 are going to... Actually, no, they are going to go for a full buy. BLD already investing heavily. Maluki's gone for the auto shotgun. And here we're seeing that Inferno mentality. SMGs, shotguns, so good in the close range angles on this map. One thing worries me, though, Roy. There's a distinct lack of utility for Team 1.
There is a distinct lack of utility for Team 1. You're absolutely correct. But at least they have a kit in BLD. That's not bad. Now, the only thing they really need is smokes, right? If you're not looking to contest Banana, if you're not really looking to contest anything, as long as you have those smokes, that's all right. Gotta be able to hold on to it for a while until they become really effective into the mid to end. Up close and personal with the XF. Shot for shot, Austin will win that. But
oh, the nade will
little
finish
gifts.
him off, though. Yeah. I mean, I don't think it's the kind of gift Austin was looking for, but definitely one that TRK would be happy to provide. And Bit gives another gift, a headshot onto Carson, getting a man advantage for Team 1 Esports in a clear duel. The M4 not known to win out against the AK or even a Krieg in 1v1 duels. Carson, or Bit does it there, and he's going to spray down Retro as well. Opportunity trying to take his chances, spraying through the smoke, but he gets the worst of that engagement as he's down to 10 HP. With Reality coming in, they have Molotov, smokes, and flashbangs, identical utility across the two players, identical weaponry as well. The only thing is, the HP favors the CT side heavily, as does their defensive position. Bit dodges the flashbang. The lineup is there. Reality escapes into smoke, but you can't escape the all-knowing gaze of Bit as he continues his spray, and Reality falls to his hand as well. And that's what Bit's been doing on Inferno B side of late as well. Perfect sprays, winning those duels clean. Again, that opening pick against Carson was a 1v1 aim duel, 1-for-1. Whoever hits the first shot should be winning that duel, and it takes it clean.
I mean, he's 6-1 right now. Beast mode. Be back on the Deagle Brigade here for iNTACT. Might be called iNTACT Boggs, but their money is not.
It's in shambles.
Exactly. But Deagle's slow play, the most optimal. They can find the 1Ds if they can get Bit to overextend or maybe make some sort of movement error. That could be the punish. But that's the real punish. You don't dom Bit. He doms you, Boggs.
Yes. In Inferno, Bit domes you. And BLD's coming in with a couple shots of his own. Austin, the only one left.
Jesus.
And Maluki adds another headshot. Team 1 Esports looking pristine on Inferno so far. A clean anti-eco win. Something that is so critical on a utility-heavy map like Inferno. Here's something to mention too. Team 1 haven't even had to go for the offense.
Oh, okay, we're back. Now,
BLD gets a little aggressive. They're gonna boost Bit up. I think they. Oh, the nade, the Molotov's doing so much damage, Roy.
yeah, if they hadn't gone those nades a few seconds earlier, I think that might have been either a kill for sure, but almost a second kill. Well, but unfortunately for now, they won't have that. But at least they have banana control established. They'll leave Barton alone, and that's. If they don't hear any utility, if they don't hear any attempt for iNTACT to retake that B site, that banana at least, you're gonna have 4 players on the A defenses, which is gonna be almost impenetrable unless Retro finds another.
Oh, BLD, what a play! Combining with Bit to take down 3. TRK is taking Reality almost out of Reality. Now it's all down to Carson. He's gotten 1, but he still needs to find 3 more. He's going to take the bomb plant. TRK peeks out, but he knows that Carson's not punting now. BLD's fallen back as well. And Team 1 are going to play the time. I believe BLD is about to flash in, but Carson's working his way to wrap back towards B as Barton hedges his way back. It's a good, never mind, he's going to stay down towards mid. I thought he was going to make his way back in B.
So did I. I thought he was big braining, but no, he actually played himself. Carson might have actually just found the gap towards the B site. He knows. I think he's realizing now he has it for free.
This is a small victory for iNTACT. The bomb plant's going to be a bigger one, as that should enable him to buy. It will go down a 1v3 retake, but look at the HP on TRK and BLD. This is doable for Carson, especially if he hits his shots early.
I mean, if he maintains vision on CT spawn, he's going to know they're all coming in flank. As soon as he realizes they're coming in from one direction, this is a lot more manageable. But 500 IQ for Team 1.
Yeah. They only have to focus on the coffins in emo position. BLD is going to go in first. He's been spotted out. Carson sprays, but TRK will trade. Team 1 with a 5th on the board and iNTACT. They've got the 3rd round as their victory, but everything before and since has gone the way of Team 1. And the Brazilian side showed no sign of slowing down on Inferno. A map that they are very confident on, very comfortable on. It's almost like their home map in a sense. iNTACT will need to find some sort of gap in the defenses of Team 1, because right now, it seems that Team 1 is the immovable object.
And a control once again for Team 1. At least an attempt for it. They're going to wait for the Molotovs to start at least fading slightly. And they're going to go for their wave of utility now. Double Molotovs deep. It's going to push Carson off as well as Retro. Now they're completely isolated. Double pop flash. BLD almost loses his life, but he manages to keep it. Same story with Austin down to 31 HP. And suddenly the aggression here is stifled a little bit.
Yeah, reality. He falls through the smoke spam. I believe TRK saw him peek before it popped. That's going to be an opening pick going the way of Team 1 yet again. With low HP on Austin. Carson just above half, but that's a beautiful entry by Austin to take down BLD. That's going to allow iNTACT rather to force rotations by Team 1 and spread out. They have time to rotate. They have time to reposition. They have time to play. But they only have 3 smokes. It seems that they're going to go towards B. Bit has rotated over to rejoin Barton. The double B defenders. Smokes will go out. Young Retro will try an entry. Counter flash is coming in. 1 for Barton. A 2nd for Barton. Bit will spray down before he gets dropped by Carson. Bomb goes down. Maluki will spray with the AK and prevent the plant. That is a beautiful spray by Maluki.
Yeah,
pristine prediction.
Definitely, yeah. I mean, he has a lineup dead set on that through that smoke. But the one thing that I noticed was actually so sick was, I believe Barton was the player on Pillar, and Bit has a flash that bounces off the coffin wall, which is a standard flash. But Barton knows exactly where it pops, that he just moves behind the pillar to avoid it just perfectly. And it allowed him to get several more kills just off that flashbang alone. That was really well played by Team 1. I like that.
Yeah, it shows the coordination between these players. And the experience of Bit has to play a lot to that as well. He's going to spam down 1. He gets traded out, but look at the damage dealt to Carson and opportunity. Maluki's flanking in, as is BLD. The off shot lands. A 2nd one goes through. BLD spraying. Eventually will take down Carson. And now Young Retro in a 9 possible 1v4. He's gotten 1, but he cannot take down Barton. 7-1 for Team 1. I think we might be heading to our next matchup between Divine and Whalers rather soon, because this one,
yeah, I have some bad news for you, Boggs. That match was not canceled, but I think we might have had a schedule mistake. This might be our final one, Boggs. I'm sad.
I am too.
With mustaches don't cry.
To be this fast. At least give us some overtimes.
We got 1 overtime, but let's see what's going on here. I haven't lost hope in iNTACT just yet. I'll have a little room to at least get the jitters off. Let's see how they play this one out. Right now, it's going to be standard default control. A little behind schedule, but they have gained hauls around the 1 minute 20-second mark.
Are iNTACT really going to try B again? I think they feel they've gotten openings in towards B. The bomb down mid, but 3 players ready to try and charge in. At least do some damage. The op is here as well. But 2 on A, utility being used towards both sides, and iNTACT have to be careful to not burn all they have before they actually establish a place they want to go. Flashbang goes in, but damage has been taken. TRK blinded through a smoke. Austin gets domed, and BLD is going to return the favor, adding 2 more headshots to his tally. The bomb drops forward, and it's under the watchful gaze of Maluki and company, as Barton now behind the pillar is dodging around with Bit boosted up on U-Box. Carson's made noise. Retro has as well. Peek comes through. Bit will add 1 more headshot. believe all the kills for Team 1 have been headshots. Barton will ruin the streak, but clean gun round for Team 1.
This is brutal work right now. I mean, not even brutal in any negative way. It's just Team 1 is playing phenomenal Counter-Strike, Boggs. And I am not easily impressed when it comes to CS, Boggs, and I am impressed. This is sick.
It's beautiful to watch. This is what makes Counter-Strike so interesting sometimes, when you can see teams just play everything so perfectly and watch everything just fall into place for them. They get rewarded for their brilliant play. Barton will have to come in and help out as Maluki and TRK have fallen in the end. This could be a round for iNTACT as Team 1 have gotten a little too big for their britches. However, look at BLD. He's already in apartments and it's not going to be cleared. He's going to be able to walk in. Retro goes down. The lineup is there. Opportunity falls next in line. In reality, with the Deagle, it would be a simulation if he wins this 1v3, Roy. Let's see if we are living in that simulation or if reality is as we think it is. Wait, he's picked up an SG now. This is doable. He's going to push on in towards BLD, and BLD swings with his nade. This is a clinic by Team 1. They're doing everything right. There's nothing iNTACT can do to pierce the armor of Team 1. And it's one of the best CT sides on Inferno I've seen in a long time.
I have to agree with that. It doesn't seem like anything that Team 1 is doing has not been rehearsed or is part of a grander strat, right? It just seems like it's all really cohesive and really well constructed. Yeah, you don't see that often. That is one thing you can always appreciate about structured Brazilian teams. Double nades coming in early, although Maluk's taking some damage. Carson has lost his life. Man advantage once again for the Brazilian side. And yes, established banana.
And they shouldn't be getting that control either, as Maluki will land another shot. Typhoon goes down next in line. Or not Typhoon, Retro. Some of these tags make me confused.
Yeah, I can't blame you.
Utility being used towards A by iNTACT. TRK goes for the spray. He's revealed his position, but Barton is close at hand as well. That's going to be a free kill. A second headshot comes in from Barton. An opportunity. Will take his chance and take Barton out of the picture. If Barton got that third kill, that would have been an insane display of individual play, but instead it's going to be Bit. An SG picked up for him, and Team 1 really avoiding that double op setup. Content to just roll with one. And I can't say that's not a bad idea. It's a bad idea because it's working out, and also it really helps with the retakes. Inferno is a map where you can get really highly bottlenecked, and having that double op setup can hamper your retake ability tremendously. Even though Team 1 have only had to retake a site twice, one of them was pistol. Carson might make it a little more difficult though, as that was a beautiful one dig. Maluki down for the count. The nade though bounces the op back towards TRK, who will juggle it back towards Arches. Smoke's coming in though from iNTACT, and for the first time in a long time, they have a bit of an advantage. However, that double nade takes Carson down low. And again, Team 1 just looking so disciplined, so regimented. BLD though goes down, a double man advantage. Apps control as well. The rotation's coming in, but I think iNTACT might have finally found something, Roy, besides bullets to the face. Bit, however, has gotten it back to a 3v4. And the rifles, the HP still sits with Team 1 Esports. However, 2 have been picked up by iNTACT. The bomb will go down. Double hit play can work out well for iNTACT as well. They have armor, no aim punch. And there's no Molotovs or HEs to force out the defending Ts.
Look what's coming right now, Boggs. Bait's coming into high ground. DRK's down below. The flashbang's going to allow both of these players to exit out of their respective places. Could be problematic, but actually opportunities right there. He's ready for it. A 1-for-1 trade. Barton's looking for the second one. He has spotted Retro, but it's not enough yet. He still needs to get on the site.
Barton's gone down. TRK with one. Sprays for the second. He knows where opportunity is as well. And he got it! TRK spots out his knee. And that is it. But wait. There's no time, Roy. iNTACT have done enough. Despite the heroics of TRK, that would have been a clutch for the ages, but iNTACT are able to scrape by with that round. Much to TRK's chagrin. That was a beautiful 1v3 by TRK. If he had a couple more seconds, he would have had the defuse as well. And that was phenomenal work by TRK individually. The third kill was a thing of beauty. An opportunity strikes now for iNTACT. However, Maluki pushes in with the aggression and gets a trade. Opportunities tagged low. Retro is as well. He's burning alive. He's able to escape in towards the underpass. The nade, though, dunks in onto opportunity. Another nade as a gift from Team 1 Esports, although one that I think iNTACT would be happy to return.
It doesn't seem like at any point in time in these rounds, iNTACT can take a deep breath. It's just the pressure is just constantly there, relentless. It's stressful to be against Boggs. I can't blame iNTACT for crumbling a little bit here on the T side, but 10-5, 11-4, that is recoverable.
Did it as nade goes in towards TRK, takes him down to half HP. Carson answering back with a HE of his own. Look at this arch control from iNTACT as well. Reality all the way over. He has full control. He could even walk in towards CT and wrap should he desire. But I think that iNTACT will take their play towards A. Smoke in towards arches should confirm that Molotov library, but it's been telegraphed. Flashes go in. Bit blind, but he's going to be able to pop up. And there goes young Retro. Not long for this world. Reality, though, trades back. Maluki falls as well. It's Reality now bringing back what TRK brought to the table in the previous round. Molotov and an HE for the CT side. The only piece of utility used, but it's going to allow Reality to land another one through a smoke. Barton, 1v2. Kit and HE. Reality is half HP.
Sometimes Boggs' Reality's harsh, and right now it's really harsh. Barton has money in the bank. This, he has a kit, he has a nade, not be enough, but even if the round is lost, he can get the Doja. Yeah, they're doubled up pit right now. He's looking in the wrong direction, and I think one of these players will take the peak. That's going to be a Reality, getting the fourth and the round for his team. A 10-3, job well done by Reality right there. That was sick.
That's a beautiful 4K from him, and a way to get iNTACT back into this game. A 10-5 half is definitely doable, and it seemed so dire for so long. An 8-round streak for Team 1. Now iNTACT have finally been able to break the economy of Team 1, who will have no money going to the following round should they lose this. They've bought down to pretty much everything. 2 players on $0. Maluki getting aggressive again. Opportunity might just answer back. TRK there to make sure that the op will escape with its life. No damage exchanged throughout the first 20 seconds or so of this round. However, I thought that nade would have done a little more damage. However, it doesn't go far enough from opportunity. Stalemate established early on in this round, but iNTACT have quite a bit of map control, whereas Team 1 are now content to give up so much room. Bracket's given up, most of Banana as well. Bit edging his way back, takes a bit of spray. Doesn't take any damage. Now he will retreat towards the B side as well. The bomb towards B, and it seems that the rest of the iNTACT players will make their way back as well. The boost on top of Newbox, though, from Bit can yield massive results as Barton will tuck his way behind the pillar. The hit towards B should be happening pretty soon. iNTACT not fond of burning down their time. Carson's going to go in dry. He does so much to Bit. He's going to lose his life in return. No advantage picked up just yet for iNTACT. They need to find the kills fast, or else the rotations are going to be here in short order. Barton and Bit answering back with 2 more. Maluki comes in. An opportunity will have none of his namesake, as it will be put down by Team 1. They answer back, only allowing iNTACT 2 rounds in a row. And the money on iNTACT, despite their 2-round streak, is not going to be too strong. Opportunities utility, Roy, it's just a decoy.
Yeah, that's... I mean, even Reality and Austin have a smoke and a flash. That's really all they have to work with. That's definitely brutal. Right now, Team 1 is just looking on point right now. Luke once again going for that ultimate aggression. BLD gets a little unfortunate with the timing. He's going to try to use the ball top to slow down Austin, but the run through, that's a great trade.
When in doubt, running AK spray.
I mean, you're close. You're in their faces. Why not?
It works.
Like, people don't run and spray enough in this.
Yeah, with the rifles, a lot of times close range. Saw what Austin did. He aimed at the stomach and sprayed in. Got the kill pretty fast. Opportunity is going to eliminate the op of Maluki. It's a 3v3 now. It's Austin spotted out. TRK behind the hay cart. That's a great man advantage now for iNTACT. But I don't believe they've no bits here. Now he reveals himself, but he's going to be able to take down one before falling in his own right. Barton 1v2 again. This time, both of his opponents are low HP. 2 shots to both will do him in. There's no damaging utility across the board. Double flashbangs for iNTACT. Barton with nothing but a kit. The smoke will fade in Moto. Barton will have to pick his shots carefully, pick his duels. However, with Carson playing back towards Boiler, I don't know if Barton's going to be expecting this. He clears sight. He's already taken down opportunity, but he still has to be aware of Carson. Decoy goes down. Carson peeks. Carson sprays!
No!
But he falls off before Barton can peek him in. And Barton will win that duel just in the nick of time. The defuse comes through. Team 1 Esports with a 12-3 CT half. So unfortunate for iNTACT in that last round.
Dude, I have not seen a choke like that in a while, Boggs. Carson had him dead to right. Man wasn't looking at him. Man didn't even have his gun out at one point. Carson goes wide enough for the spray, but doesn't go wide enough to commit. That was strange, Boggs. That's not something that could happen, especially with this close of a scoreline.
I mean, especially at this level of play, too. It's something that really... Ooh, that double dink. But listening before, I was so rudely interrupted by that beautiful shot. It's something you can't allow to happen. I mean, it's a round you desperately need, and to have that come through, it's just... makes life that much more difficult for your team. And it's a confidence thing as well.
Yeah, for sure.
It's going to build a lack of confidence. And if you see what Team 1's doing right now, they're just walking in, shooting heads left, right, and center. And that was one of the most scrimmy pistol rounds I've seen in a long time. Team 1 literally just running around shooting people.
You know what I think would be really cool, Boggs? You know how there's like highlight plays? I'm going to bring this up to Winners League. I want them to make the opposite of a highlight play. I want them to make a bloopers reel where they take the worst plays that could have possibly happened, and I want them to make a compilation of it, Boggs.
We had a couple of them tonight.
Imagine having that at the end. That'd be so much fun to watch. Everyone can cringe together. Right now, Team 1, though, managed to pistol round. They're up to 13-3. They're in a 10-round lead. They're full weapons here. They have a lot of utility in hand. And of course, iNTACT is going for the classic Astralis delay smoke strat on the pistol. It can work really well if it's done correctly.
Yeah. And these players do have the aim to connect these deagle shots, but Austin not going to land his first bullet, and thus goes down to Barton. He should be taking down Retro as he spots out the shadow. That's a great double entry from Barton. 2 players in towards B. Opportunity, though, will eliminate one. Bit and Maluki, though, simultaneously finding frags. Carson, last alive, full iNTACT, eventually spams down Bit. But all he can salvage is a MAC-10 as the rifle went down on the A site. And if you're Carson here, Roy, what do? Go for this? Throw a Hail Mary and hope it works?
Nah, there's not even a chance you can even go for this. Dude, BLD had CT control. Carson's been spotted. Nice shot onto Barton. Maybe if he had hit that second one, there's an opportunity, but Team 1 just remaining consistent as ever. Just at this point, it's just raw confidence oozing from the Brazilian side.
Right now, I think that Team 1 could put a fight up against an INTZ roster that's looking phenomenal. A little bit of a Brazilian derby. That's a matchup I would love to see.
All right, Boggs. Let's see what iNTACT's up to.
Taking a little bit of damage early on, it seems to be. They have no utility, and now they're short a player. Make it 2. An answer back from opportunity, but TRK is there for the trade. Austin able to get a free kill, spamming the CV. He's going to swing out and take another one down. It's Maluki to fall. It's a 2v2 now, but only 1 HP sits on Austin. I think he kind of has to save here. Although, down 15-3.
Nah, there's really no saving, honestly.
Yeah. And then you go back to the old taco clip about Virtus Pro and 15-5. I think 15-3 is a little more of a difficult scoreline.
Yeah. Not only that, but I mean, they've managed to just completely shut down the confidence of iNTACT. Not on purpose, but accidentally.
Yeah, I mean, and look who's top fragging for Team 1 as well. It's Bit.
You love to see that. You love to see that. I mean, man's a genius, honestly. I met this guy in person. A really humble guy. Really, really down to earth. Awesome energy. And he's a smart dude.
I love what he's done with this team.
Yeah, he doesn't get enough credit, I feel. The Brazilian team, man, they're passionate, but they can be harsh.
It's often the most passionate that are the most demanding. I think that's true with the Brazilian scene. Retro gets one, but BLD will trade it back. The shotgun of reality, not going to yield a kill. Instead, he's going to try and fall away, but TRK is quick on the trigger and will spray him down from behind. Carson, the lone B-side defender with opportunity on an op. Over on A with Austin there as well, but BLD's in prime position to take down Austin as he walks towards Boiler. Indeed he does. Carson able to eliminate TRK on B. However, A site will be the point of contention, and Carson making the right move and running back. Bit not going to aggress in on B. He's just going to hold instead. But BLD, the timing, they've just yin-yang, Roy. They've gone past each other. The bomb is heading back towards B. That is a very unfortunate happenstance for iNTACT. And down 15-3, they have to make a play. They have to make 12 plays to bring it back towards overtime, Roy. Wait, is the bomb watching the flank?
Yes, it is. If it falls right here, that could actually be a big problem. That's an error right there. That bomb has to be a recovery opportunity with another nice shot, keeping them in the game right now. BLD, the solo player. He's not sure if the site's clear. He doesn't really know what's happening yet, but they know no one is spawned for sure. Well, I think he's starting to get a clear idea that this is double man on the flank.
Watch being over. Should miss. Carson, doesn't matter.
Oh.
The bomb recovered as well, but look at the time. BLD has to stick around.
Opportunity knows.
Not gonna push.
He knows. No, he goes for the shot. Oh, 2 seconds. 1 second.
Oh! No, what? He lands the no-scope in the end, too. That was a very... That's a blooper reel around there.
You see what I'm saying? We need Winners League. You got to get on this. That would be some content.
There's a lot of content to be had in this league as well, especially with NA. 3 teams, 3 pro teams alone making for a big chunk of that. Barton getting tagged down low. And if this is the start of a comeback for iNTACT, what a round it would be to turn the tide of this battle.
Right? Okay, a little bit of Bogdanovich happening right now. Weapons being passed to healthy players. Team 1, I think they're already done messing around. They're going to group up. They're headed towards the halls. I think this is likely ending into some sort of A split or A attack here, Boggs.
Yep. Take the long-range duels. Try and steer clear of the shotguns. The Mag 7 sitting on Carson towards B. Molotov smokes going in towards A now. The AK on BLD and the SG on TRK need to hit their shots and fast. Maluki and Barton have armor. Barton is ever so low. Bit would be a glass cannon rifle, but I think he would take anything over just a deagle. Close range, long range. It's always nice to have that extra firepower. But I think Bit's just a bit of a decoy over towards B. Maluki goes down early. That's a great pick by Retro. And now Team 1 seem to be second-guessing themselves. Bit's going to be joined by BLD. Carson with the smoke. I believe that's to peek under it.
Or cheeky one way, isn't it?
Oh. Retro on the fadeaway is able to spray down Barton as well. He gets a double, and Bit will eventually fall to Austin. It's a clean round for iNTACT, and that is extremely important for the CT side. That's going to allow them to start to build a bank as Team 1. Going to be on Glocks here, Roy. This is a prime chance for iNTACT to build the bank. Carson to actually get some nice Mag 7 kills, $900 a piece with that shotgun. That would be a brilliant case to even get a double op setup out should iNTACT want to do that. We're at 15-5. It was 15-3. And iNTACT seem to be finding ways to stop the offensive from Team 1 Esports. The aggression working out really well for them. And they're finding their confidence as well with Team 1 maybe not hitting as many crispy shots as they were before.
Okay, let's see what happens right now. What's happening right now is a P250 kill for Bit, and Maluk with a Glock kill finds Retro. Now it's 2 weapons they didn't have 2 seconds ago, and it's going to have to come down to Austin holding this back single-handedly, but there are players everywhere. Talk about an overwhelm. Barton through the smoke lines up reality somehow, and suddenly it is looking harsh and bleak. Carson, Mag 7. That's it. M4 available at least. That might... Okay, alright. Cut the man a break. And he gets dinked up. Cut the man a break.
Roy, you gave me your casting curse powers. TRK is going to spam him down to the smoke. And that's all she wrote for iNTACT. 16-5, the iconic scoreline. And...
Is it?
Well, I just love that taco line. I just love it.
I feel like you've told me this at least 6 times in our cast together. I love it. I get a good kick out of it every time. I can't hate on it too. But that, unfortunately, is the conclusion of the broadcast today. We thought we had one more match, but there's a little bit of a mix-up here behind the scenes. I am sorry. I apologize. We had some more games for you guys, but we don't. Me and Boggs, we're going to go ahead and peace on out of here. It's been a great day of matches. One was closer than the other, Boggs, but, still entertaining in its own right. For now, we are out of here. If you haven't done so, everyone, please do follow our socials. Twitch, Twitter, Facebook. Follow us so you can keep along with everything that's happening here in Win.GG and Winners League. For now, we are out. Until next time.